Not the morning after pill moving. Took some of you. Alright. As you know, the next guy to come to stage, relative newcomer to stage, very energetic, very funny. Let's hear it for Dustin Meadows, everybody.
How are we doing, Columbus? Let's get into it. Riddle me this, Columbus. What's the coolest thing that's ever happened to you? It's a rhetorical question, so you did your parts. Thank you. I'm going to throw this out here. All kinds of cool shit happens. I get asked what happens to me as an icebreaker, which is a better icebreaker than, hey, Dustin, what's your favorite sexual fantasy that doesn't involve you shape-shifting into a man-bear with shotguns for arms? The answer to that, friends and viewing public, is that there isn't one, but I digress. Some people get naked and swim with sharks. Some people get naked and wrestle alligators because, let's face it, the coolest shit happens when you're letting it all hang out. What's the coolest thing that's ever happened to me? I will tell you the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. I got a blowjob while I was watching Star Wars: A New Hope once. Couple of you laughed, couple of mild, that's about the typical response I get. All my non-nerd friends are all like, ooh, what are you watching Star Wars for, faggot? Football. And there we go, the late response. How about it? And all my geek friends are like, ooh, you're missing the movie. It's George Lucas's vision. Ooh. And they go play D&D and jerk off to 2112 by Rush. This is easily the coolest thing that's ever happened to me in my life. And I couldn't be content to just leave it at, I got a blowjob during my favorite movie. I had to take it a sad step further. I attempted to time the blowjob in question out so that I would finish when the Death Star exploded. It's symbolic, see, because they're both explosions. Only one has dead stormtroopers, and the other has cum in it. But I was unable to time it out so that it worked out like that. But then I finished during something cool, like when Han shoots Greedo, or Obi-Wan cuts down, or Obi-Wan gets cut down by Vader. No. I finished at the moment at the end of the movie when Princess Leia puts the medals around Chewbacca's neck. Which probably explains why bears give me an erection. So it went a little something like this. Oh, hey, Star Wars is on. Oh, a blowjob. This is really cool. Oh, come on! That was the blowjob. There you go, it was the end credits. I didn't do it justice, but whatever. Let's keep moving. Conversely, on awesome things that have happened to me, how many of you guys get depressed? That's a pretty big response for depression. And most people's response is like, just sit around and jerk off the Joy Division or the Cure or cry or something. I tend to have extreme reactions. Like, I'll run around naked with a cowboy hat and drink Capri Suns all day. Some days, though, you really scrape the bottom of the barrel, you get drunk on Everclear, and you go watch the new Twilight movie. Now, watching the Twilight movie sober is one of the most painful things I've ever done. Watching them drunk is like being the only person in a room full of 200 little kids that gets a joke. It's kind of like getting to ruin Christmas for tweens. And it's unfortunate because at one point it used to be cool to like vampires and werewolves. Like some of my favorite movies, American Werewolf in London, The Howling, like really cool werewolf movies. And it was this quest for more movies that led me to a Blockbuster earlier today where I ran into a woman with vampire bite marks tattooed on her neck. And when I say woman, I mean full-grown fucking adult with fiscal responsibilities. And when I say tattooed, I mean that shit's never coming off. For life, you're done. In recent news, regarding only me and nobody else, I bought a phone. And I started to treat myself and got a smartphone, not because it has GPS or email, but because it has the same touchscreen technology that exists in the film Minority Report. And this is a big step for me because I have a crippling fear of sentient technology because I watch a lot of documentaries. Documentaries like Terminator 2, Blade Runner, Matrix. Those movies have a message, and that message got through to me. And there's some things that machines shouldn't be able to do. Sure, they're great for GPS or computers or whatnot, but machines shouldn't come into play in the act of human coitus. Sex machines are a thing, and James Brown tried to warn us about it. We didn't listen. And I recently saw a video of one of these things. Essentially, a dick-shaped jackhammer. Now, if I were a woman and I had a vagina, I'm not and I don't, there's nothing appealing about some machine going to town on me like the fucking kangaroo in the Looney Tunes cartoons that beats up Sylvester the cat. So I want to throw this out there, leave you something, and if it doesn't terrify you to your core, I don't know what the fuck will. But in the future, there will be robots, and they will fuck you. I'm Dustin Meadows, that's my time, thank you.
Let's hear it for Dustin Meadows. Oh my God, Wormser from Revenge of the Nerds got huge. Very dirty too. The next comedian, very funny guy, the second half of Future Friend comedy. Let's hear it for Anthony O'Connell.